My friends, do you know what you're truly holding when you hold a coin, a note, a simple dollar bill? Most would say paper or currency, something to spend, save, or struggle over. But what you're really holding is energy. That money in your hand responds not only to how you treat it, but to the words you speak over it. It is not lifeless, it listens. The words you speak over your money matter more than any market condition or paycheck, because your words hold power. Power to bless or curse. Power to expand or to shrink. Today, we are going to uncover what you must begin to say when you hold your money, and how those words can completely transform your financial life. Let us walk together through 5 truths that will unlock the flow of abundance already waiting for you. Money is not a lifeless object. It is a form of energy, and like all energy, it responds to the vibration of your thoughts and words. Every time you speak about money, you are either opening the flow of abundance or closing it off. The universe listens carefully, not just to your desires, but to the frequency of your declarations. When you speak with fear, saying things like money never stays with me or I'll never get ahead, you are giving instructions to the unseen forces around you, and those forces obey. But when you speak with trust and confidence, declaring that money flows to you easily and joyfully, you begin to align yourself with the higher current, one that brings provision, opportunities, and support. It may seem strange at first to speak to your money, to hold a bill or coin and declare something over it, but words are not just sounds, they are tools of creation. What you continually speak into your life shapes what appears in it. Just as a gardener chooses their seeds with care, so too must you choose the words you plant in the soil of your financial life. A woman once shared how she used to curse her money without realizing it. She would groan while paying bills, complain when shopping, and speak often about how broke she felt. No matter how much she earned, it seemed to disappear. One day she decided to shift. She began to thank her money. She held her bills and said they were returning to her multiplied. She even blessed the bills she paid, saying they would come back to her in unexpected ways. Within months, her relationship with money softened, and the flow began to return with ease. It wasn't magic, it was alignment. This power is available to everyone. You don't need wealth to begin, you need awareness. The next time you hold money in your hand, even the smallest coin, speak to it with gratitude. Say it is welcome in your life. Say you use it wisely and joyfully. This small act begins to recalibrate your energy and your expectations. You stop seeing money as a struggle and start experiencing it as support. Your words are like magnets. When you speak abundance, abundance is drawn to you. When you speak lack, lack finds its way back. Begin to listen to yourself closely. Replace words of fear with words of faith. Turn complaints into affirmations. Let every interaction with money be a moment of conscious creation. Money is not your enemy. It is not a problem to solve. It is energy that follows direction, and your words are that direction. Speak life, speak increase, speak overflow. As you do, your outer world will begin to reflect the abundance you have spoken into it. The words you speak are not mere sounds. They are seeds that shape the garden of your life. Each time you speak of lack, fear, or not enough, you sow thorns among the roses, but when you speak of increase, of growth, plenty, and divine provision, you call forth the harvest that has been waiting for your voice to awaken it. Most people talk about what they do not have. They say, I can't afford that, money slips through my fingers, or I'll never get out of debt. These phrases seem harmless, even logical, but they carry the heavy vibration of lack, and where lack is spoken, lack is lived. The world mirrors what you affirm as true. To change your life, you must change your language. Instead of speaking what you fear, begin to speak what you desire. Replace I don't have enough with I always have what I need. Replace money is hard to come by with money flows to me in ever-increasing amounts. These words may feel strange at first. You might not believe them yet, but say them anyway. Say them until your spirit catches fire with the truth they carry. Say them until they feel like home. Imagine a river, flowing freely. Your words are the banks that guide its current. Speak constriction, and the water narrows. Speak expansion, and it widens. It is not the river that changes it, is how you choose to shape it with your belief and your declaration. There once was a man who lived paycheck to paycheck for years. He worked hard but always felt like he was chasing money that stayed just out of reach. One day, he heard that his words had power. So instead of saying I'm broke, he began to say, I am open to new streams of income. Instead of saying, I'll never get ahead, he declared every day, I'm moving forward in abundance. In time, he was offered a new position, found ways to increase his skills, and even started a small side business that grew beyond his expectations. He didn't just change his habits, he changed his vocabulary, and his life followed. Speaking increase is not about pretending problems don't exist. It's about choosing to plant faith in the middle of them. When the world tells you to prepare for less, you speak of more. When circumstances say decline, you declare rise. You are not denying reality, you are calling forth a higher one. Every word you speak is a message to the universe. Will you speak drought or harvest? Will you affirm shrinking or growth? Choose today to be a voice of increase. Let your words become a magnet for blessings. Speak of what is possible. Speak of what is promised. Speak life. Speak joy. Speak increase and watch the doors of supply swing wide before you. Gratitude is not simply a polite gesture, it is a spiritual magnet. Whatever you bless with genuine thanksgiving multiplies in quiet, miraculous ways. Most people wait to feel grateful once they receive more. They believe that abundance comes first, and then gratitude follows. But this is not the true order of things. Gratitude is the cause, not the result. It is the key that unlocks the treasure chest of life. When you look at what you already have, however small it may seem, and you bless it with your words and your spirit, you awaken a powerful force within and around you. A single coin, held with reverence and thanksgiving, can invite the flow of greater financial good. A modest meal, given thanks for, can lead to feasts. A tiny opportunity, when praised with a grateful heart, can become the doorway to promotion, expansion, and joy. There are many who complain about their financial conditions daily. They say things like, I don't have enough, or it's not fair. They grumble as they pay their bills, cursing the outflow of money, not realizing that they are blocking its return. But the one who pays a bill with gratitude for the light, the home, the education, or service they received, sets a law in motion. That law returns to them multiplied. A young woman once shared how she began a practice of blessing everything she spent. Whether it was a few coins or a larger sum, she would say, "Thank you for returning to me multiplied." At first, nothing seemed to change, but she persisted. Over time, unexpected refunds appeared. A friend repaid an old debt. She was gifted a vacation. Her salary increased without her asking. She didn't chase after wealth, she welcomed it with her gratitude. To grow what you have, you must stop criticizing it. No garden grows under a cloud of resentment. Speak kindly over your money. Give thanks for it when you receive it, and when you give it, even in the lean times, find one thing to praise. That praise is a seed. It may look small, but it carries the vibration of expansion. The universe responds not to desperation but to appreciation. Your purse, your wallet, your bank account, they are reflections of your inner state. When you treat them with love, honor, and thankfulness, they begin to align with your new energy. You begin to attract more of what you appreciate. For gratitude signals that you are ready to steward more. So, bless your finances. Speak to your money with warmth. Thank it for serving you, for circulating, for returning. Gratitude is not weakness, it is the most powerful form of spiritual command. It tells the universe, I see the good, and I'm ready for more. And the universe always responds in kind. Every act of spending is an opportunity to affirm abundance, or to echo lack. Most people release their money with resistance, fear, or complaint. They grumble when the bill is due, sigh when they see a price tag, or feel guilt after a purchase. In doing so, they unknowingly shut the gates of circulation, cutting off the very supply they seek to invite. But there is another way, a higher way. Bless what you spend, and bless what you keep. Money is not meant to be clutched in fear, or tossed away with resentment. It is energy, and like all energy, it follows the vibration you give it. When you bless the money that leaves your hand, you command it to return to you increased, joyful, and faithful. You affirm that your supply is endless, not bound by a single transaction. Imagine paying your rent or utility bill with a smile, quietly saying, I bless this money and all it provides. May it return to me, multiplied. That vibration travels farther than the currency itself. It enters into the unseen realm where all provision is born. You are not just paying a bill, you are planting a seed of plenty. A woman once found herself in deep financial distress. Every cent she spent brought panic. One day, She was taught to bless every transaction. So when she bought groceries, she whispered a blessing. When she paid her children's school fee, she gave thanks. When she filled her car with fuel, she affirmed circulation. Slowly, her anxiety lifted. More doors opened. Unexpected checks came. The peace she poured into her spending became the peace that returned to her in provision. But the blessing must not only be for what is spent, it must also be for what is kept. Look at your purse or wallet with reverence. Bless the bills folded inside, the coins tucked in the corners. Say to them, "You are blessed, you are welcome here, you are safe, and you are growing." This attitude of gratitude sanctifies your money, charging it with divine favor. When you love what you have, you create space for more to come. When you treat even the smallest coin with respect, you declare that you are a worthy steward of wealth. The universe does not give more to those who complain, it gives more to those who honor. Never say, "I can't afford this," or "I don't have enough." Instead, bless what is already yours. Speak life over what you give and over what remains. Your words carry power. Your intention carries weight. With each act of blessing, you become a magnet for prosperity. Remember, what you bless, blesses you back. What you curse, shrinks away. So whether you are spending or saving, giving or receiving, let your words, your heart, and your spirit affirm increase. For in the quiet blessing of the ordinary lies the secret of extraordinary abundance. That each new day arrives like a blank check, waiting for you to write upon it the words of your choosing, and what you declare over this day determines what it shall deliver. The spoken word is not idle. It is a force, a builder, a command. When you rise each morning and set your words in motion, you shape the flow of abundance that will meet you. Many people begin their day with dread. They declare it in silent whispers. "I hope I make it through. There's never enough. Let's see what goes wrong today." And so, the day rushes forward to match their expectation. Their words create walls instead of bridges, scarcity instead of supply. But there are those who wake with authority in their spirit. Before they open their wallets or check their bank accounts, they open their mouths and say, "This is a day of divine increase. All things are working for my prosperity. Money comes to me easily and freely." These are not mere affirmations, they are spiritual orders to the invisible forces that shape reality. One man began every morning by holding his wallet in his hands and speaking words of increase. "You are always full. You overflow with divine substance. There is no lack in my life." At first, the words felt hollow, but he persisted. Within weeks, he noticed a shift not just in his finances, but in how he felt, how he acted, and how opportunities began to find him. His declarations turned into manifestations. The truth is, the subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is spoken with conviction. It hears your daily words and says, "So be it." Say you are broke, and your inner world will close the gates of possibility. Say you are blessed, and the heavens will move to prove you right. Speak your abundance, not once, but daily. Make it a sacred ritual. Stand before your mirror and speak over your finances. "I am wealthy in every way. My supply is unlimited. Every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied." Bless your bank account. Thank your purse. Rejoice over your income, even if it appears small. The habit of declaration trains your spirit to expect good, and what you expect, you attract. Abundance is not born from luck. It is called forth by faith, sharpened by repetition, and delivered by divine law. Let no day pass without your decree. Let no morning rise without your voice lifting truth. Even in the darkest hour, speak light. Even when the evidence appears thin, speak harvest. For your words are the seeds, your faith is the soil, and your daily declaration is the sunlight that grows the garden of your good. Speak as one who knows their authority, not as one who begs. Declare, and it shall be done. Not because you forced it, but because you believed it and daily chose to say it. You were never meant to struggle. You were never meant to chase money. You were meant to partner with it. And that partnership begins with your words. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a coin, hold it, speak life into it, bless it. Watch as that small act opens big doors. And remember, when you hold your money and speak words of abundance, you are not just changing your finances, you are changing your future.